Alrighty, last game here for our week 1 film study. Here we go. We got to look at Justin Fields. Obviously, right? He didn't start the game, but he got into the game and he looked good in this game. And once again, Matt Nagy is doubling down on Andy Dalton this week, and there's reports coming out, and people are saying that they don't even want to start Justin Fields till like week 6. Oh my God, what are we doing? Andy Dalton just showed us nothing. We're going to talk about Andy Dalton too during this film study session, but man, let's look at Justin Fields. We've got all plays queued up by Justin Fields right here. I think there's only 3 that he got in, and these 3 plays were more impressive than what Andy Dalton did the entire game. They put up the same amount of points with Justin Fields doing 3 plays and Andy Dalton throwing the ball. How many times he slinged this ball around? 38 times. Justin Fields' 3 little old plays were as good as Andy Dalton's 38. The man freaking fumbled and threw a pick too. Justin Fields didn't do any of that. So what are we doing? Matt Nagy? Tell me what you are doing, because nothing is making sense. You are making the wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision after all the wrong decisions that you have made over the last 3 years that put you in this decision, that put you in this spot. Jeez. But let's focus on the positive. Let's focus on Justin Fields, the future of this Bears team, and hopefully Matt Nagy's not here to coach this man, because I don't want Matt Nagy anywhere near this man. I've officially come to that realization. I need Matt Nagy out of here, and I need Justin Fields to stay. I need Andy Dalton, Matt Nagy gone. Everybody else can stay. But man, oh man, I don't want Matt Nagy infecting and tainting Justin Fields, because Matt Nagy is not a good coach. I'm ready to say it. I'm ready to confirm it. He is not a good coach. But let's watch Justin Fields out here, and let's see what he was doing. So the first play up, here we go. First quarter in the red zone. They got Justin Fields going down in the red zone, baby. Come on. So here we go. First drive of the game, 13 minutes left in the first quarter, 2nd and 10 at the Rams 12-yard line. Let's see what they do with Justin Fields here. Here we go. Takes a snap. Stares down his receiver right here on the right sideline, and it goes for about 7 yards. And once again, one of the narratives that isn't really true, but what people were saying why they didn't want to start Justin Fields week 1 was because, we don't want him against Aaron Donald, the edge rusher. We don't want him to get hurt, and we don't want him, throwing interceptions because Jalen Ramsey's going to make plays on the ball. Womp, 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 womp. Well, who fumbled and then who threw a pick? It's Andy Dalton. Justin Fields didn't. And who did Justin Fields kind of target this time? This wasn't real man coverage here by the Rams defense, but he was going to Jalen Ramsey's side. He threw over towards Jalen Ramsey. Here he is right here, number 5, who makes a good lick right here, makes a good tackle, doesn't give up the first down, but still gave up 8 yards. Right there. He threw to Jalen Ramsey. He tested Jalen Ramsey a little bit. He wasn't scared to go to Jalen Ramsey's side. So Matt Nagy, what the hell are we doing in not starting Justin Fields? So he throws for 8 yards right here, and then it's Andy Dalton who comes in and throws the interception. Is that the next play? Because we'll watch it. Let's watch this Andy Dalton interception, because Justin Fields isn't throwing picks in the red zone. Is he? No, he's not. Andy Dalton is the one that does that. I don't believe it was his fault. If my memory is holding up, this is not Andy Dalton's fault, but it's still against Andy Dalton, so we will clown him for it. I've got no problem with that. It's Andy Dalton making this mistake. It's not Justin Fields. So here we go. Andy Dalton, 3rd and 6. Here we go. Dropping back to pass. Yeah, this is his fault. Yes, it is. It's tipped at the line. I don't even know who he was trying to go to here. It looks like miscommunication between him and the wide receiver. I don't know who he's trying to throw to here. But a great play. He shorts this ball. I mean, he throws it. It doesn't get past that kind of wave of linebackers. So it gets tipped way before the end zone, where nobody that he's throwing to is. He was throwing to like right here, folks, before this ball gets tipped up. I mean, there is nobody right there. So I don't understand where he's throwing to. And then it gets tipped up and picked. But that's Andy Dalton. This is not a good throw. I don't know where he's going, first of all. And it's not great because it gets tipped right before it's anywhere close to anybody. So it's a low ball. It's a badly thrown ball that's going nowhere. Let's quickly see if anybody was open in the end zone, because we got 5 wide right here. 5 wide right here. Empty backfield. Didn't seem like anybody was really open right here. Maybe you show the back. Yeah, throw the back shoulder fade right here. I mean, this man's 1-on-1 in the end zone. What are you doing? Andy Dalton is so trash. Matt Nagy, you need to be fired right now. I would have fired him right now, honestly. After this game, since it's on the road, Matt Nagy and Andy Dalton, they don't get on the jet. You are here in LA. You find your own way back. I don't care if you have to walk. I don't care who you have to call. Call Mitch Trubisky. Go back to Buffalo. Y'all are not here with us anymore. It is Justin Fields. He'll be my head coach. He'll be my offense coordinator. He will be the quarterback. He'll be the leader. I don't care. Y'all are not coming back on this plane with us. Goodbye. Sayonara. You've had your chances. You've blown every single one of them. Matt Nagy and Andy Dalton blown their chances over and over and over and over and over again. We're done with it. We're done. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we get here by Justin Fields, because he gets back in the game. Here we go. Justin Fields back in the game here. Here we go. Third quarter. They're down 20-7. Andy Dalton has only put up 7 points this far. Classic Andy Dalton going the entire game, the first half, midway through the third quarter, and the man has only put up 7 points. Does that shock anybody? Of course it doesn't. The man is trash. He doesn't move the ball. He doesn't put up points. He doesn't win games. We know this about Dalton. Oh, good. But let's see what Justin Fields does here. Back in the red zone. Why y'all having Justin Fields in the red zone? Do you not trust Andy Dalton? Because I don't, and he just threw a pick. Oh, God. What are we doing? You can't have it both ways. It makes no sense. Just name Justin Fields the starter. What are we waiting on? Here we go. Justin Fields in the red zone. Here we go. Read option. Shovel pass. Goes for about a yard. Does he make the right read right here? Let's see. Should he have handed off this ball? It's a read option. Let's see. Here we go. The first initial read. Well, the edge rusher doesn't really bite. Edge rusher is kind of playing both the quarterback and the running back right there, so he pitches it off. I think that is a smart decision. And then it's the defensive end. Is that Aaron Donald, who literally played all three of the options right there? Is that Aaron Donald? Who the hell is that? Jeez Louise. Give credit to this linebacker, or this edge rusher right here. I don't think that's Aaron Donald. Can't get a firm name or number on this dude. Might have been Aaron Donald. 98. That's not Aaron Donald, I don't think. But yeah, he played every every option. The handoff, the pitch, the keeper. I don't even think the keeper was an option. I think it was the pitch or the handoff. Maybe should have done the handoff, but looks like either way it's getting blown out. But it's a 1 yard positive play, not a negative play, so not bad. And then Justin Fields' last play that he scores a touchdown on. Let's see how. Here we go. First and goal. Still down 20-7. Is this the same drive? This is the same drive that they bring him out in? Yeah, 4 minutes left. Here we go. Same drive. First and goal from the 3 yard line. Justin Fields. Here we go. Read option. Ends up keeping it this time. Great blocking up front. And then he's able to go 3 yards for the touchdown. I mean, this is a great play overall. Good blocking up front to buy a little extra time right there. Here we go. This is a great block right there. Then he comes off and goes second level. That's another great block right there to give Justin Fields the kind of opportunity to kind of wiggle his way between these three defenders. I mean, he's getting contacted 3 yards short, and he's able to dive and use his momentum to carry him forward into the end zone. So that's great heart. That's great hustle right there by Justin Fields to bring him into this game. Now it's going to be 20-14. Andy Dalton, hey, you only need one more touchdown. And is it a coincidence that Justin Fields doesn't touch the ball for the rest of the game and they don't score for the rest of the game? I mean, is that a coincidence? I don't think so. That is exactly what you get by having Andy Dalton out on the field. You don't score again in the game. So congratulations, Matt Nagy. You blew the game. You were back in this game. You keep Justin Fields out there. You may win the game. I'm not going to lie. You keep Justin Fields out for the rest of the 4 minutes in the third quarter and the rest of the fourth quarter. You may win the game. Andy Dalton can't move the ball. Let's watch Andy. Let's see Andy Dalton's drives after this one. So they go 13 plays on the next drive when they're down 27-14. They go and have 4th and 15, and Andy Dalton is incomplete on 4th and 15. They have to go for it. I get it, but it's still Andy Dalton on 4th and 15. Of course he's not going to pick it up. And then the Rams score another touchdown, and it's another turnover on downs, 4th and 10. Andy Dalton can't make it 3rd and manageable or anything like that because Andy Dalton is trash. We know this. So Andy Dalton's trash. Justin Fields is good. We know this, but Matt Nagy is still, for some reason, not understanding. So, all right, Matt, you do you. You do you. And at the same time, Let's quickly go over this right here. So Allen Robinson, has a, shallow week 1 route chart, but, that's really just because of Andy Dalton, because, we just talked about his drive chart on Monday when we were breaking down the game. Here we go. No throws completed past 10 yards down the field, and the longest throw he had was 15 yards. The longest throw Matt Stafford had in the game was like 70. He bombed it down 70 yards, but, the receivers here for the Bears, they don't call for that. Andy Dalton, the quarterback, definitely doesn't call for that. So, don't blame don't blame Allen Robinson for the poor performance, because Allen Robinson made Mitch Trubisky look good. And now Andy Dalton is dinking and dunking the entire game. So it's just clear that Andy Dalton's the problem. I don't get it how nobody else is seeing it there in the Bears organization, and how they're so adamant and content on just leaving Andy Dalton out there and not wanting to play Justin Fields. It doesn't seem like they want to win or be competitive this year, and if that's the case, that's fine. We'll see Matt Nagy in the hiring line come next season, and that's fine, and nobody will pick him up, and that will be fine as well. We do not care about Matt Nagy anymore. We've gave him all of his chances. We gave him all of his chances, folks. You can go back. We've got hour and 45 minutes every single day throughout the entire offseason, basically every day, touching on the Bears and Matt Nagy and Justin Fields. And, we were giving him credit. We were giving him praise. And now we're seeing him once again flounder, and we're totally off of him. I got no problem being off of Matt Nagy. So, Matt Nagy, we'll see ya. We'll see you in the unemployment line. Hopefully sooner rather than later, so Justin Fields can get on the field. Alrighty, that wraps up our week 1 film study, folks. How great. We were able to get through everything without a hitch here. The plays didn't crap out on us. How great was that? Woof, that was smooth sailing. That's how it's supposed to be, right, folks? Jeez. They were clowning us yesterday on the show. Damn. But we're good. That's how it goes, folks. Great film study. Loved it, and we're looking forward to week 2. But we got to end the show